So I've pulled in literally tens of millions of visitors from Google over the years, and you probably know that when it comes to Google traffic, there's an obsession with backlinks and essentially linking strategy and all that sort of thing, because it's believed that it has a massive impact on rankings, which is true. Okay, but there's a lot of lies and misinformation about what you should actually do. And today we're going to focus on the strategy behind backlink anchor text. And it's pretty simple. And just in a few minutes, I'll explain everything that you should do that actually works to get maximum traffic from Google. Hey, I'm Chris Munch, founder of AmpiFire, and I help businesses drive organic traffic from search, social, video, and more so that you can make more sales. And anchor text is just a clickable text that you can click when you click a link online. And Google looks at this and it uses the information of, what is the actual clickable text, what's around the link, what sort of page is it on, to understand relevancy of the page that it links to. Okay. And so, one of the ideas is that you just build a ton of links and use what we call exact match anchor text. And so exact match anchor text is something like, say your keyword is golf clubs, right? Then your actual link, would use the word golf clubs. And so the idea is that, you would put that link all over the internet, and this link golf clubs would then help you rank higher for the keyword golf clubs. But that's not what you should do. Okay. So you shouldn't do that. And also this idea of just building links, I think, is a little bit outdated. What you really should be thinking about, is click building, not link building. If you make that little bit of a transition, then you'll generally just get better results, because just building links, yes, it works, but clicks themselves, traffic is also a ranking factor, and a link that gets clicked is worth a lot more. But that's another subject, okay? And so we've already discussed that, so exact anchor, right, is exact match, is a bad idea, If you do it too much, so if, let's say, your niche was golf clubs and the page that you were linking to, you wanted to rank for the keyword golf clubs, then sure, some of the links could use this exact match. So this is exact match. Say you want to rank for not golf clubs, but golf clubs, then good idea, right? To have some, but probably somewhere in the range of around 20 to 30%. Personally, I just don't care. I don't really think about it. I just let it happen naturally. But you would do it for about 20 to 30%. So what are you going to do with the rest of the links? What should they do? Well, you want some natural ones, So the natural ones is where you're going to link with words like click here, via, or what else could we have? Go, see, things like this. Just whatever is natural. And, it could be like a variation of, say, golf clubs, or like learn about golf clubs, right? Something, this is the type of text which, should be clickable in some of the content which is out there, but you're not going to have 100% control over all the links that come in. And it's just, if you are publishing something somewhere, then don't obsess about it being exact match. Use natural links. Natural links work in my experience a lot better. And then another one that you can do, which I find is quite natural, is essentially the web address. And so I use these very, very frequently because it's just a very natural way to link. And I also do this because I realize that click building is more important than link building. And when you have a big, long link in the middle of a page, right, if you can actually do that, then it's actually going to get clicked more. It stands out more. So when you use the actual web address, so something, like this, mywebsite.com/golf clubs, the cool thing here is people just copy and paste pages from the internet, the URLs, and they just link that way. Like they'll make a post, and they'll just put the link, and it automatically gets turned into a clickable link. And so it's very, very natural. It also contains the keyword, and it also gets a higher click-through rate because it essentially takes up more space on screen. And so there's just one other type. We covered exact match, these natural ones, a web address, and the final one then is brand. And so brand, I'm going to actually just make a bit of space here because it's actually a pretty important one. So I'll just move this out of the way. And so brand is another one that's really important. And brand is just simply mywebsite.com or my website, and just variations of, essentially how you would write your brand name. So maybe you would also do it, say, without a space. And so that's just exactly how it works, right? It's just brand, my website, and these become the clickable text. And this could link to your homepage, and assuming, your brand name is my website, These will often link to the homepage, but they can also link to any page. And so you could have something say like, my website discusses, okay, but it's this part here, which is the clickable link text right here. And so that's it. That's all there is to it. You've got essentially brand links, you've got exact match links, you've got just natural ways of linking, and you've got the web address or naked URL, however you want to call it. The naked URL is very important if you're publishing a similar piece of content to lots of different sites. Then I definitely prefer to do this because it's probably the most natural way. And using exact match when you're publishing to hundreds of sites at once probably isn't a good idea, and you might find that the links become less effective. But again, I just don't obsess over this. I don't think about it too much. And for that reason, it's, I'm focused more on click building. Getting the click is more important to me than link building. So in all of this consideration, I'm also thinking what will actually get the actual maximum click. And so that means if I do add a link, it's going to be, I want to try and get it higher up the page. I maybe want to make it on its own paragraph. Okay, so quite often we'll say in content we put out, it's like, go check out, and then we'll have, say, the exact match link here, but it's, on its own line right in the middle of the article. And so anchor text are very, very simple, right? We've covered this in 5 minutes. This is all you need to consider. And anything else like deeper analysis, using tools to figure this stuff out, ratios, it's like, sure, you can go down that route, but of all the things to do in your business, it's probably not worth it. Whereas actually getting clicks is a lot more important. So sure, take some of this stuff into account, optimize a little bit, but day to day, not something really to be too concerned about. Main thing, build more clicks, right? Get your brand out there on as many sites as possible, and your Google traffic will naturally just go up. And these other things, they're just little tweaks here and there. The only other thing I would recommend to consider is with exact match. So say where you were targeting your golf clubs page and you're trying to rank for golf clubs and you're using an exact match text here, then when you are doing internal links, so links to other pages on your website, then actually exact match or very close to the keyword is actually a very, very good way to go, and Google is completely fine with that. But if you overdo exact match when you publish on other people's websites, they consider that you're trying to manipulate things, and so that's why you only do this 20 to 30%. All right, so now you know, and this is all you need to do. So see you on the other side with a big traffic spike. All right, so see you next time.